Wah, I'm here. Hello. Con Zenya. Hi. Ooh, what's up? Can you hear the fire? The fire crackling. I don't know if it's too quiet. Because we're at a campfire. Yeah. Do you want me to hide the desk stuff? Maybe that'd be more immersive. Like this. Oh yeah. This should be fun. Also got some music though, of course. For us to chill to. Here we go. Okay, you definitely hear this, right? Boom boom boom. Boom 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 boom. But yeah, hi. What is up? My penguins. Today is really a special day. Cause it's a true gorilla stream. Yes, I haven't had one of these in a while, you know. Unplanned stuff. But I wanted to. I felt bad because the collabo today. There were some issues, and I didn't get to see you. Yeah, just thought, you know, why not? You know, watching a movie or yapping a bit on stream takes the same amount of time, right? Oh, but yeah, I don't expect today to be very long either. I think we're just gonna chat. Oh, sorry. There are some things to catch up with, I guess. Listen, man, I am realizing that my dress was not meant for sitting. But don't worry about it. Yeah. Do you like my little sitting animation? I think I have this too. Ooh, it's a mirror. Crossing legs. The hand moves on its own. I think that's nice. Pretty dynamic. As they would say. Okay. Also, I want to apologize. The stream kind of got borked. It shitted itself. I tried streaming like 5 minutes ago. Yeah. One thing that kind of annoys me about YouTube is because of the whole like everything is an individual thing. Then if like you drop connection, you have to make a whole new stream room and put that up, and you know, and all of that. It's a little chungus. I mean, not that big of a deal, I guess. You want to know what happened? Okay. So, today was the Big Walk collab. Okay. I actually like half organized this one. I did ask a bunch of people to do it originally. But it was kind of a small group, and so someone within that group, Yu actually, she was like, hey, I know some other people who have been wanting to play this game, you know, want to be like merged and stuff. So I was like, yeah, okay. So that's what we did, we like merged and stuff. So that's why also it's kind of a big group. But that reminds me, I want to ask you guys a question, a kind of epic poll for you. When was the last time you went outside? So I'm gonna put recently, a week ago, a month ago, and then a month plus. And this is like intentionally going outside, I guess. Like, you know, just going out to pick up the newspaper doesn't count, Oji-san, okay? Or just going out to take the trash doesn't count either. So, I mean, I guess like if it's for work, it's fine. Although, I don't know, I feel like if you have an indoor job and you're just going in between one place indoors to another place indoors, does that really count either? I don't know. If you don't go outside every day, that's crazy. But if you do go outside every day, that's crazy. You don't have to go outside every day. You know what, those are the kids who are unk now, who look old and wrinkly, okay? You know how I've kept my youthful beauty? It's because my skin is untarnished by the sun. Yes. Is there a family count? That is an interesting question. I think so. I think it does. I think outings with friends counts. I guess it's hard because, okay, I know like for me, I have not really intentionally got outside at all, you know? Only when I kind of have to, like, I mean, I guess I went to the movies not too long ago, so like, does that count? I don't know. For me, it's all these little micro experiences. Yeah, well, although, I mean, there have been times where it's literally been like for months and months, not at all. And that counts. I guess that counts. Well, I guess for me, it was like a couple weeks ago then. Yeah. Yeah, it's still work from home so great. Like the train saw down some trees. That's some real freaking cabin living, huh? What do you call it? Cabin core. Outdoor core. Chad wife living. Yeah. Very epic. Oh, no, cottage core is like the actual word for it. So all the girlies were talking about like years ago. It's not really much of a trend anymore. So thank you, Michael, for the resale. Appreciate it. Good to see you. It's going to work out. I mean, if your work is outside, then I guess it does. But I guess it feels a little lame if you're just like stepping out briefly to like get onto a train or something, you know what I mean? Maybe my worldview is just skewed because I thought that there'd be a lot more people that'd be like, it's rare that I go outside, but all the normal people, right? You do have to go outside. Quite often, huh? Ooh. Me who has had no freaking human interactions. It's crazy. I do feel a bit betrayed. You're not all hikikomori? back from home. It's been a couple weeks. Let's go, let's go. It's not just me then. Yeah. It doesn't have to be on your own. Other people counts too, but I feel like if I don't count work, then that's gonna be like everybody. But I guess it should count, right? You take a little step piece outside. Okay. Interesting, very interesting. Yes, okay, well, I thought Big Walk. It looks like a very cool game, it's outside. You're going outside. Wow. Oh, sorry. I have Big Hickey stored up. Walk for 7 hours at work. Wow, what the frick? Walking all day. I have crazy legs. I mean, like walking outside or inside? To come and take a 15-minute walk at work occasionally? Well, yeah. Well, again, I mean, I don't know if going outside or inside, but I guess if I outside, for sure I would. Yeah. I had one job briefly. I have to censor that a bit. I had one occupational thingy for a little bit, and I had to stand all day. Well, it was standing and bending down actually, so that was much more laborious than just simply standing or walking, okay, or something. Yes, it was quite tough. Yes. The classic American standard. You can't sit down at work. Don't be lazy. I've heard a whole bunch of like freaking retail places or whatever. You're not allowed to sit. They get mad at you if you sit. Even like jobs where like you're just standing behind a counter serving people. Like, I don't get why you can't just sit down for that. There's no difference. You can do it just the same. If you have time to lean, you have time to clean. People actually use that unironically. Bro, that's like pretty freaking sad. What are you supposed to clean? I guess if you're leaning, you're not doing anything else. I mean, but what? If you just stand still, is that more productive? So, that's crazy, yeah. Frick that, man. I sit most of the day. I need to consciously make myself stand up sometimes. Because it does. And it does feel kind of bad to sit all the time, too. Yeah, everybody answered recently. I'm a stupid hikikomori. Girl failure, huh? Okay, but yes. Big Walk story. Okay, today, Big Walk collab. I was excited for this. I was like, this game looks really good. I want to play it. I want to play it with people, It's got all of these advanced systems. It's been in development in-house for like years. They got their own engine and stuff. Handcrafted puzzles and shit. I heard this game has an actual like ending. So it's not just like all the other friend slop. A typical friend slop. It's high quality friend slop. Yes. With beautiful environments, big world map, and a completion state. Although I do wonder. Oh wait. I mean, I guess Peak has an ending too. Well, in this case, I do actually wonder if Big Walk, like how replayable it's gonna be. It's gonna have much lasting power. Because from what I know, like it is just a kind of definitive game. Like there's no like randomization, random generation. You know, the puzzles stay like static and the same in the same places. I think, right? Or do they change? I don't know. But yeah, I mean, from what I've heard, because there were some people in our group who had already played the game. They were like, yeah, I know this puzzle, you know, so yeah. Puzzles change based on the players you've got. Well, I think that might be true to an extent, but there's only a difference of like 1, 2, 3, and 4 players. So if you're 4 players plus, those are all going to be the same, right? I mean, if you go down to like 3 players, like 2 players, like yeah, it'd be different because they calculate like, oh, you have a different amount of people, so you can't do like the big chungus multi required people ones, you know what I mean? But yeah, actually, can you play the game solo? I'm not sure actually. I'm not sure if I hallucinated a 1-player option. But yeah. I guess, you know, there's some replayability because you could sure go do different puzzles, but that might be kind of hard to coordinate or something. I don't know. I certainly would feel weird insisting upon people and being like, hey, we can't play this puzzle because I've already played it before. Let's go to a different one. You know what I mean? Especially like if I'm playing with like a new person, you know, it's like, oh, you know, but they want to do this puzzle, so you know, you see how it can be like a little chuggus and then like forcing like group split off. So like what all the old players got play together, all the new players play together, like you know, it's oh yeah. But yeah, it does feel like a pretty big game though, so lots to do. I think okay, well, actually, I do have another time scheduled to play that game again with people. So I think at that time, we might continue off of the save file that was generated today. Yes. However, there were problems with the game. I was going to stream it, but okay, literally, everything was going perfectly fine. The game was open. Everyone was in the game. I go to OBS. I hit start streaming. And then suddenly the game gets all laggy. Everyone's lagging in the game. In my lobby, OBS is like dropping frames like crazy. It's like, whoa, like, what the frick is going on? So like, I don't know. I close everything, and then this time I start OBS first, and then I start the game and launch the game and play it. But then, as soon as the game gets played, OBS also started dying again and chugging, and it's like, oh god. And like I didn't want to scramble together some solution, so I was like, well, I guess I'm not streaming this. I guess I'll stop trying to stream this because it's not working out. Let's just focus on the game, you know, because I didn't want, you know, things to take so much time. Yeah, it seems like there is some issue with like the networking in that game in Big Whack. But it seems like it's also a newer issue because everyone who had played the game before like a week ago, they were like, oh, I never had these problems before. But now all of a sudden there are these problems, and the game did make an update kind of recently, so it could be that. Yeah, because of this new update they did, because I know some other people were having problems. And then while we were playing the game, like, I don't know, there's literally just some memory leak or something going on, because we had played for like an hour and then all of a sudden everyone is like lagging so much and like the host has to disconnect and we have to make a whole new one, and then we passed the save file off to a different host, then we could I'll play again, but sometimes some people like couldn't connect, like, oh, it's not letting me connect, so we had to swap hosts again. And when everyone is finally connected again, It's the same thing. After an hour, it all just shits itself again. Your aura is too much for your PC to handle. Yeah. Oh man, my race power is too strong. Yeah. Too many cute girls gathered at once. My race is trying to spread too far. Trying to say something. I don't know. But yeah. Like I was looking up this issue online, and it seems like it's somewhat common, and there's really nothing you can do about it. The only solutions I saw were like, yeah, restart the game, restart your PC, all of this. I think basically the game, like, it makes some kind of like chungus in your network, you know, which like messes things up. Because actually, when I came here to stream, which is like hours later, my stream was also like chugging. That's why I had to stop and then restart again. You know, it was like, oh my god, Wi-Fi is still dropping frames. But I guess like whatever chungus the game did, it stuck around. It freaking infected my PC. The big log, yeah, it affected your freaking PC with chungus. So I restarted my PC, and I was really scared that when I started streaming, it'd be all messed up again. I was gonna panic because it's like, I don't know what happened. I've been perfectly fine streaming like up till now, and everything's good, no problems. But all of a sudden, I'm dropping so many frames. But nah, yeah, it was the game's fault. It was the game's fault. I thought it was a more trustworthy developer, you know, cause the developer has some history, right? They made the Goose game. What's it called, Goose or something? And like I said, it's been in development for a long time, so it's not just like some quickly made fucking cash grab, whatever. Made by some nobodies, you know. But yeah. Very weird, very strange. I hope like that they fix it. Cause like I said, I do actually have another collab planned with this game. Sometime soon. It's like the end of next week. Yeah, if it's not fixed by then, like I don't know what we're gonna do. It was kind of a chunga situation, although I am glad like all of the girls are pretty like good sports about it, and just like powering through and just being like, oh yeah, okay, let's like keep trying, you know, try with someone else, all that stuff. Cause like I know like it's hard, it's panic inducing. And I felt bad too, because we kind of had to end the whole thing. Because yeah, we ran into another issue, and then like just nothing was working. You know, someone's like whole internet was like freaking out, and they had to restart their whole PC, you know. So like we didn't have a proper like goodbye, you know, on stream and stuff. Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if anyone like streamed those Discord interactions. Yeah, I was around a little bit. I did some things. You could check other people's streams out for that. I think I was mostly with Hima and Milia. So yeah. Next time though, hopefully I get to stream it again. Yeah. Sounds like maybe it just opens a bunch of requests on the network stack and forgets to close them. Possibly, yeah. It could be possible too that like our big group is also causing like some network issues. Would also be weird because sometimes someone would open a room and some people could connect, but other people couldn't connect. Anyways, I have another little update for you, actually. So, oh yeah, wait. I got oh, sorry, I didn't mean to, I didn't mean to scroll in there. I have, yeah, something to promo you. Wait, I think I showed this to you before, right? So I have it ready. Yes, tomorrow! This collab video is coming out, so please check it out. Some more people will want to work with me. But yeah, doing it with Mikan. It's actually inspired by a viral Twitter tweet where it was like on the Google Maps, some two girls finding a passed out salaryman on the street. you remember that picture? Although apparently, actually, that was fake, by the way. It was fake. They made it up. Someone freaking photoshopped that shit. So, well, yeah, can't trust anything anymore. Well, either photoshopped or AI, but yeah. It was not real. Sorry, you cannot go on Google Maps and find passed out Uchi-sans. But yeah, I thought it'd be fun, you know, it fits me right. So yeah. Actually, Mikan did most of the script, so shout out to her. I kind of awkward with that stuff. But yeah, it's finally coming out tomorrow. And you're also supposed to have a collab on Saturday to promote it and stuff. I don't know. I felt like it's fitting, right? Like if I do a collab video with someone, we should do a collab stream as well to kind of like tie things together. However, Mikan has told me that she actually cannot do it this Saturday because some stuff came up and she'll be busy, very chunky stuff, so we can postpone it to next week, I guess. It's a little unfortunate, you know, the timing, cause you know I wanted it to match up and all that, but it's all good. It's all good, man. As Saul Goodman would say. But a casa! Chow, chow, chow. But yeah. Anyway, so that means that, this Saturday, I'm free, I guess. So I was wondering, what I should do instead, what I should stream. Actually, next Saturday, I was planning on doing a 70k subscriber celebration. I mean, I know I haven't hit it yet, but I assume I would hit it next week. So I was kind of preparing for that. Questions in your scripts? I mean, sure, you could. Probably to my Marshmallow account, but no guarantee I would use it, or that I wouldn't edit them and change them. But I'm all for getting ideas and stuff. But yeah. But well, I don't know if I can move that to this Saturday, because I mean, one, I might not even have hit 70k subscribers by Saturday. I don't know. I mean, I'm close. I'm like 200 subs away. But it's not gonna happen in a one day or so. I don't know. I kind of doubt it, but even if it does, I'm not gonna get the thumbnail in time. Cause yeah, I have a guy. I'm I'm having make my thumbnails. Well, not all of my thumbnails, but I guess the majority of my thumbnails. I don't know. I need time to work on that. So I already asked him to work on it, but I'm like, this is for next week. And so, you know, I can't really be like, oh, hey, well, actually, I need it like tomorrow. I mean, maybe I could. I don't know. You gotta whip those workers in shape sometimes. sorry. But yeah. So some freaking Chungus karaoke for our little 70K celebration. But if we don't do that this Saturday, we could do something else. Maybe just some chatting again. I don't know. I think you penguins like chatting, right? You like conversing whimsically, discussing topics, showing some brief memes and such. Man, I need to scroll more actually. Well, I need to doom scroll correctly. I need to doom scroll well. I need to find the good memes to talk about, and so not the garbage that I typically see on my timeline. I don't know, maybe I got the wrong algo or something, but yeah. It's all stuff to like talk about if you and show you, but yeah, I don't know. I haven't been on social media too much lately. Kinda sorry about that. Have you missed me? Do you miss me on on social media? Ooh, I wish I was seeing a post from Zenya Hima right now. Yeah, doom scrolling is a job. It can be a job. I call it research. Adjust glasses. Yeah. I typically like to do what I feel is more productive things, though. Well, I've been doing well, actually, by the way. Yes, I'm caught up on videos. There's some recording yesterday. And I'm gonna ship out the postcards from my last merch set very soon. Okay, very soon. Maybe tomorrow? Or the weekend or something. I don't know. Listen, if it's late, blame people who do not respond to my emails in time. So check your emails, penguins. Okay, there might be something there right now. Okay, you need to answer like right now. Ooh, I'm sending all of your emails. Okay, I know for some reason some people use different emails for different things. Okay, I know you got those burner accounts. Yeah. Honestly, I do feel kind of bad about that whole thing, though. Actually, sometimes communication is not the best. You know, I do merch with most box, right? Okay, and I've been like wondering like when I should like actually sit down and do these postcards. I didn't do it way earlier because I was waiting on the list of names from most box. Okay, I kept trying to tell them like to give it to me, right? But like they wouldn't respond. I just felt like, oh, whatever, they're busy, like convention stuff. I mean, you know, June, July, like there was like a lot of conventions going on. Most of the box, they freaking go to it, like a very small team or something. So yeah, I guess. And then eventually I was talking to them again, and then they were like, oh yeah, actually all the merch items are ready. We were just waiting for you to send the postcards. I was like, wait, what? You're waiting for me? I'm waiting for you. I'm asking you for the names. I can do that because I don't know if we can have the names. And they were like, oh yeah, okay. We'll like email people again to get the names. And then later I was like, hey, so do you have the names now? And they told me, oh, okay, just email people yourself to get the names. And so I did, and it turns out they again emailed everyone afterwards still. So, but yeah, that's kind of explains all the delays and stuff. But it'll get done at least. I guess the good news is that everything should be ready. So yeah, soon. TM, things will come. I don't know. I guess probably Canadians will get it first. But yeah, what else have I been up to? I'm working on the Donathon Awards as well for my birthday. Recording messages. Probably gonna do more of that tonight. But you know, it's nice because I have like my main work out of the way, so now I can focus on these sort of like side tasks that I've been waiting on, I guess, had in the background. They're finally gonna move in. Yeah. Of course, I've done lots of rushing too. I've been watching anime. I've been playing Arknights Enfield a bit again too. Although I will say I'm a bit mixed on that. I'm a bit conflicted if I even should, because I don't know. I'm stuck between like the FOMO, you know, of like the gacha experience, you know, experiencing new things, exploring, getting shiny, cool, cute, sexy new characters, right? On the other hand, though, it's not exactly the highest quality game out there. Sure, there are some high quality gachas among the overall gacha genre, right? But when you compare them to like actual like handcrafted singular release games, it's kind of a big gap, right? So I honestly do kind of feel bad when I like sit down for hours just playing a gacha game, because I'm kind of like, what the fuck am I doing, man? How's this productive at all? I just checked some check mark boxes off this map for a while, okay? Like that's it. So yeah, I think I might just end up quitting again. I feel like I go through this lesson a lot. The latest patch is good though. I don't think so. Okay. It's all the same foundation, okay? Even if like the story, okay, the writing is better, okay, the exploration, okay, maybe the maps are a little better, a little nicer or whatever. At the end of the day, it's still the same thing as they're doing. It's the same gameplay loop, it's the same chungus, it's whatever, right? And is the gacha game story, is ever really gonna live up to an actual real put together story? You know, the one kind of thing is like, it does feel kind of fun to be part of like a lived experience, you know, like a live service thing, like it's constantly changing. So like you just log on, you keep up with the updates, and like you slowly like get drip fed stuff, but it's like over the course of years, right? Because I do think it's possible, like let's say for example, if I can Genshin Impact, it's been going on for freaking 7 years, by the way. I mean, they literally have their 7-year anniversary coming up. Ooh. How does that feel? Maybe it's 6 years now. 7 feels too much. Yeah. But, the whole, like, totality of Genshin Impact now is probably bigger than Breath of the Wild, which is where it was fucking inspired from, what it was trying to copy. Right, it probably fucking takes longer now to fucking beat Genshin Impact than it does to beat Breath of the Wild, Legend of Zelda. And then Genshin Impact is still being updated now. There's still like more shit to do, right? Yeah, but so then, but then isn't it kind of like a weird feeling when like you think of that all the time? I fucking dumped into this. Do I call it a piece of shit? I don't know. A small nugget compared to the big, beautiful gold of normal games. You know what I mean? But yeah. I understand though, like I get it. The FOMO is real. It is strong. And I feel like if you look at like the reason why like 90% of people play these games, it is the waifu. The waifus. Right? You want good games, you can get that outside of this. You want cheap games, not paying for stuff. There's plenty of free things out there. Plenty of ways to acquire things too. Okay. You know, so I don't know. I guess probably the community aspect as well, but I mean lots of games have communities, so well yeah. The gambling waifu simulators, ooh. You know, yeah, I mean, I literally came back to Enfield because I saw there's a cute, cool new character, so I was like, wow. It does feel like cope, though. Are you really gonna say, ooh, but the gameplay, I love the gameplay. Yeah. I'll be nice keeping you there, but I don't know. We're all enslaved to some addictions here and there. At least something like, I don't know, Blue Archive or Nikkei, I can rationalize a little bit more because they don't take that much time. They're more like instance content. There's no fucking big chunkish open world. You're just clicking through menus and stuff. So you just get like little micro doses of cute collection. So it actually does not take a lot of time. Even the gotcha that I love for alternative gameplays, that's something I can praise. Yeah. Blue Archive, I give a pass on because you are not getting characters like that. And anywhere else. But yeah. Basically, I think here I'm trying to talk myself into actually quitting. Right? That is the good thing to do, isn't it? Playing better games. Because you know what else I've been doing? I've been playing Splatoon Raiders. That is an actual game. A better game, in fact. There's actually a lot more content there than I expected. And I think I will be doing a collab with that game in the future. There will also be an Elden Ring Night Rain collab in the future, by the way. That's been freaking locked down and stuff. Like I've experienced reading Volume 3 and Volume EX, or Imagine reading. Actually, though, I've been watching this long-ass video essay. It's like 8-hour video about Blue Archive. Blue Archive retrospective, as they say. And I've been learning more about the story of it. And I'm like, oh wow, that's pretty cool. Honestly, I would way rather digest it through something like that than an actual read. But yeah, you know, I'm getting an appreciation of like the background and shit in Blue Archive. Yeah, it's freaking 8 hours, but I'm telling you, if you were to manually read all of the story of Blue Archive up to that point, it would probably take longer than that. I like the analysis, guys. It's better than reading myself. I need the YouTuber to tell me what to think. The opinions, angles, the analysis. Wow. Okay, because then I don't have to look up a separate video of explain this, not is baked in. Yeah. Treat the game like a visual novel instead of a gacha. Well, see, like that kind of approach, it always clashed with why I play gacha games. You know, they're like fundamentally incompatible with gacha games to me, because I do not play them for the story. To me, the appeal of a gacha game is micro doses of dopamine, okay? Having a little bit of content here and there, and collecting characters, you know, that kind of stuff, really. Maybe some boss battles now and again where you get to feel epic and flex all the characters you got, right? Yeah, I'm not there to fucking read. Or the emphasis on my approach that it should be quick. Okay, it's a quick thing to do to get in my day. You know, I'm a very busy girl, yes. My business, I'm a boss. Business boss, girl boss, woman. Okay. I got things to do, and it feels hard to like, okay, a new update came out. Let me sit down for like an hour reading all of like the the big update they have, you know, like what I wake up an hour earlier for that. So sometimes even 2 hours. I don't know. I briefly experienced this when I was playing Nikkei, because actually for the past couple events, I did read the story in Nikkei, okay? But actually, it takes time. Okay? I couldn't even get through a full meal. Like, I felt like, okay, maybe I can like multitask this. I put it on auto while I'm eating my breakfast, my lunch, and still I'd finish those, and it's still going. You know, when am I gonna do this? And then meanwhile, the clock is ticking on, oh, your daily's reset at this time every day, by the way, every 24 hours. So like you're incentivized to read it all right away, because you gotta like read it to progress like to the next part so you can get your fucking dailies done and shit. So I don't know, you know, it's like it's very like chungus experience. I say thing of like going for like the story chapters and missions, because it's like you gotta get through the missions to unlock more stuff. So you're incentivized to do it quickly to get as much stuff as you can, but it's like, but you're also supposed to take your time reading. You know, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up. You know, I don't know. So well, yeah. Contrary to what you may think, I do read. Okay, I read books. I read manga. I even read visual novels. Okay. Which little segue. I've also been reading Umineko no Naku Koro ni, that legendary visual novel. Yes, yes. I got inspired by a Hololive tweet I saw, and I just thought, you know what? Yeah, you can just make a little bit of progress every day, and then actually eventually end up finishing this like peak experience, right? It's something I've always like wanted to read and finish. I know there's so many good visual novels out there. Okay. Why would I read Blue Archive? Nah. Okay, well, I'm just kidding. I'm a little more, a little more convinced to read Blue Archive because of that long video I saw. So I might do it from now on, but we'll see, we'll see. Did I read Higurashi? No, I did not. But I watched Higurashi. I loved Higurashi as a kid. I watched all of the seasons. I think I even tried to watch or read the manga for it, but then I got kind of confused and it was a bit hard because I like split it up into all of these parts, I've never read Steins Gate either, but I've watched Steins Gate. Yeah. And I remember back in the day I was trying to watch the Yumi Neko anime a bit too, but then the Yumi Neko anime, I think it's known to like not be very good. It does not like adapt everything, so I just stopped that eventually. And then a couple years ago, I finally had the resolve to read Yumi Neko, so I did start that. But then I finished, well no, I didn't finish. I just stopped eventually. I don't know, I got busy, started doing other things, and it just slipped through, right? You know how that happens. Also, thank you, Epsilene, for the song. Oh wow. I know Higurashi might not, like the anime might not have adapted anything, but I still feel like it was a good show. But what they did adapt was good. Yes, and I do want to read the Higurashi visual novel eventually as well, because I love the story so much. So if there's more stuff, then seems great. What can I say? Yeah. Oh, thank you, Blake, for the doing stuff as well. Appreciate it. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Bud, for the membership. Good. See you. Higurashi should be read before Yumi Neko. Okay, I know they are connected. Actually, I already saw a scene where, like, oh shit, someone from Higurashi shows up in Yumi Neko and is like, what's going on? What the heck is all this? But I don't think it's that big of a deal, right? It's like Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. You could watch one before the other, right? I mean, I also think a lot more people have read Yumi Neko first because it's kind of more popular, I feel, actually. At least among, like, super elitists or whatever. Maybe my perception of that is wrong. I feel like it's more popular and it's more, like, highly praised and stuff, right? Well, thank you for the membership as well, Anta. Should read Yume Meter Kisui. Okay, guys, you can't just like recommend 10 billion visual novels. This stuff takes time. It's probably gonna take me forever to finish Yumi Neko. Yeah. Okay, I think in the West among like visual novel elitists, I think it is Yumi Neko is a bit more prevalent. It's a bit more popular. Like, at least I would see it more recommended, Yumi Neko, than Higurashi. So I think it's a somewhat common experience to read Yumi Neko first. So I don't think it's too like out of the ordinary. And thank you, Aki, for the subscription. Right. Choking scene was Kino. What choking scene? Where? What? Why are you bringing this up? Ugh. Yeah. Visual novels are what gacha games could be if they weren't cowards. It literally is what gacha games are. I know what you're saying. Okay. Well, but yeah. Anyways, I've gone back to reading Yumi Neko. I'm being pretty good about it. I read. So like it had been a while since I read it, and actually my saves all got messed up. So I kind of have to start over from scratch. But I did decide to just freaking skip the first episode of it. It'll be endgames. I mean, I would play those. I don't mind those. You know, I read Fate Stay Night. I read the whole Fate Stay Night visual novel series. I was much more of a visual novel fan when I was younger, actually. Yeah, I read that all when I was a kid. Uncensored. For the plot. Okay, for the plot. Because I know there was an option to disable the H scenes, but I was like, but I don't want to miss the dialogue. So, yeah, I saw all that shit. I was like a 12-year-old. Yeah. Anyways, I don't think there's any of that in Yumi Neko or Higurashi, unfortunately. Anyways, yeah, I skipped episode 1 of Yumi Neko because I feel like I still remember most of it. You know, it's pretty well, sticks in your mind a bit. You know, iconic, I guess you could say. So then I just I read like the tea party for episode 1, and they kind of recapped things there. So I was like, okay, there's like 2 tea parties. So I read both of those, and then I started episode 2, and like I was remembering like a lot of it actually, but I'll just like reread it all from the start of episode 2 anyway. So yeah, I made it through a little bit. But I will say, visual novels, they love to yap, don't they? They are big freaking yappers, and they love to be very verbose. They love to repeat the same things kind of over and over. And these like circular conversations, like I'm not gonna lie, I did find it kind of annoying. I'm like, okay, I know what you're saying. Just move on from it. Okay, just go on. Keep going, you know? And it was like, it's like, this is why it takes 10 billion fucking hours to complete this shit, okay? But I guess these fucking writers, they there's no one holding them back, you know? At least in like a manga and shit, you have limited space. Okay, chapters, you know, there are only like so many pages, okay? It'd be fucking embarrassing as a manga author to make a whole chapter that was just people yapping back and forth, whatever. So you add in some other shit, some action, some dynamics, whatever. But these visual novel creators are like, oh, fuck yeah. Put everything in the fucking script because, you know, why the fuck not? There's no limits. There's no boundaries. Yes, you need to say all of them, all of the metaphors. Monogatari series would destroy you. You mean like the original series or the anime adaptation? I do remember everyone saying the anime adaptation. There are also big yappers. I did watch all of Monogatari though, and I didn't really mind it. I mean, that was also kind of a long time ago. And it's pretty slow paced too. Nah. Dune is not slow paced. I never felt like it was. Okay, there's a difference between slow pace and this kind of over yapping shit. I feel, okay, because if shit is at least happening, if you're like telling me something new, I don't mind if the pace is a bit slow. But if you're like again saying the same thing over and over and like just dragging things out. And it's like, I already know what's gonna happen here, but you're like, you know, like that's when I find it more annoying. So yeah, I do kind of feel myself trying to like spam through the dialogue, I guess. Sometimes, but yeah, right now, like at least the start of episode 2, it's very like high school shit, you know, high school romance, ooh, and that is kind of annoying too. So I think I did like originally stop around this point actually. I mean, I know it's gonna get better. I mean, what I'm interested in it is like the supernatural aspects, the mystery, you know, like the family dynamics. Right. But I guess, we have to go through the mandatory teenage arc. All the teenagers, ooh, falling in love and all that stuff, you know. So, well, yeah. I'll get through it though. I'll get through it. I think it's gonna take a long time though. Anyways, you wanna see something? The girl named Zenya works now. Ooh, are those for like adults? I know there's, is that the opposite of shonen? Shonen for little boys. Ooh, you like your shonen anime, Pangu. Jujutsu Kaisen. Shonen, I mean, it's for little boys. It's for a little boy. Say that's adult. Yeah, rah. I'm an adult. I'm a young adult. Youthful adult. Right, yeah. Adults don't need to yap. They get to the point. They get to the action. I don't need my handheld. I understand what's going on. What are those shoes called? My shoes here. I think they're called Mary Janes. Yes. Thank you, Miss Mary. But then also, isn't there something else called like your spoken the Mary Jane? Why are there so many things called Mary Jane? Interesting. Who even is that? Isn't that also Spider-Man's girlfriend? It's crazy. Bye. But yeah, adults know how to get to the point. Honestly, I find that as well. As I get older, I also actually dislike a lot of books too that just like take forever and are really long and they're 10 million parts. It's like, you know what? I can just read a standard standalone one book, you know, and it's just as good too. And I feel a lot more satisfied. I guess, you know, I don't want to take fucking years to finish something. But yeah. Mary Jane is a nickname for, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of Mary Jane things. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, guys, we're gonna take a little quiz. Yeah, we're gonna see if you're a little boy or not, or a big adult, or an old adult. Old man. Oji-san. Okay. I thought it'd be fun. I saw this on Twitter. And so I thought, okay. We could like fill that out or something. So, boom. Show your age. 1 point for each one you've used. Okay. Fax machine. No. I have not. What kind of order is this actually? Why is fax machine like the lowest one? Like as if like I don't think new people are freaking young guns. New generation. No one's using a fax machine. Fax machine should be old. But rotary phone. So that's the one of the if the little dial and you spin the dial, right? And then the chunky receiver and like you bring it up, right? And it's attached to a cord. Right? That's what it is. So yeah, okay. I've never used that. Encyclopedia. Does Wikipedia count? Wikipedia is an encyclopedia of the net, right? Of the internet. Yeah. Don't spoil your points, Penguin. I'm taking my time still. I don't know what I'm gonna say. Okay. Anyways, so like encyclopedia. I mean, if they be like an actual physical book, then no, of course not. I don't think I've ever seen any of those. Floppy disk. Hell no. AOL address. No way. I don't know this. Record player. Okay, what does record player mean? Because aren't there a few types of record players? But like a CD player. It's like a CD disc player. Because I know that for sure. That for sure I had, yeah. It's a bad that it hasn't been that many years since I used some of these. No, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's a good thing, okay? Oshi sounds are good. You're welcomed here. Yes, it's your home. Retirement home, you could say. Okay. Okay, a CD is not a record player. Okay. So it has to be vinyl records. Okay, well then yeah, I've not used that. For sure. Dial-up internet? I don't think so. I did have like slow internet as a kid. And I know it was limited packages, right? But I do not think it was dial-up. I remember the dial-up memes though, you know. And when the mom picks up the phone and it messes up the internet or something. Yeah. I don't think that ever happened to me though. Film camera. What does this mean? What does this mean, film camera? Like filming something on a camera? Or just like using a camera? I mean, I would actually say DSLR cameras are a very modern technology, and probably all freaking modern big YouTubers use DSLR cameras for recording, so that's still like pretty widely used. So wait. Okay. So film camera. Oh, if the physical films. Okay. So it's different then. Okay, well then so nah. Hell nah. I'm not using that. Mixtape. Mixtape, Pankos. You wanna send me your custom mixtape? Is that something that used to be so romantic? You'd make a mixtape for someone, be like, hey girl, here's the songs that made me think of you. How would you even do that? Could you like listen to the radio and burn things onto a CD or something? Yeah, you remember that Industry Plant video game called Mixtape? That's what I think about now. I don't know. Is it called a mixtape or mixed? A mixed tape. Interesting. But yeah, I definitely did not used to have those anytime at all. Phone booth. That's so. Let's for all the London people in it. Like all the phone booths everywhere. I don't know if I've ever seen a freaking phone booth. Except maybe in Europe. Or something, but yeah. Never used one. No, it's a British invitation. Yeah, maybe they still hope to have them around in London for like Doctor Who and stuff. Cursive. Okay, this might actually be the first one that I used, but why is it all the way up here? I was taught cursive. I remember in elementary school we had a whole like little class on it. And we got like little booklets where you had to trace the letters, like to learn it and then like write it over and over. So like, you know, I do know cursive, and I used to write my fucking signing things, and like when signing things officially, whatever, like just do it like in cursive or whatever, right? Because that's what I learned, I guess. Signature is what it's called. Ooh. Don't they still teach you at school or kids at culture now? I don't know. I mean, I guess now they don't teach in cursive, but it does feel weird. Like, this is an old thing, really? It's just a style of writing. Cursive is Ankh now. Oh man, but how are you gonna how are you gonna understand those doctor notes? I don't handwrite essays anymore. What? I went back to school. You gotta at least handwrite them at school. I mean, like if you're taking a test, for example. I mean, I wonder if all the kids are doing tests on laptops now, like even inside school. Do they got iPads in the classroom now? It's kind of messed up. How are you gonna make sure Timmy isn't on fucking Subway surfers while the teacher's yapping? That's part of the downfall of our society, you know. At least before I can make sure everyone's paying attention. It's like, well, yeah, they got nothing in front of them, you know. But yeah, dang. I don't know why this one is so fucking... Because I don't think cursive isn't that old, okay? Because I'm saying, like, literally, like, as far back as my generation, which is not very far, okay? They were teaching it. It's only, like, the young, fucking little Gen Alpha fucking baboos that don't know it. Okay, what upper? Checkbook. No. Typewriter, no. Dictionary. Cursive isn't old. It isn't old. And maybe the invention of it is old, but people have been using it like way after fucking rotary phones, okay? What the fuck is a rotary phone? 2 points. I've not even seen one in my life. Okay? Cursive is still freaking everywhere. Yeah. It's fricked up. It's messed up. No, but I'm just saying, like, only the super young people would not know cursive. Like, I'm talking like fucking 10 and under, okay? I'm sure even my little brother knows cursive. Or something. Well, not that I know for sure. Yeah. Well, anyways, moving on. Numbers unrelated. I mean, I feel like what they're implying here is the higher your number, the older you are, you know. But it is what it is. Okay, checkbook. Hell no, typewriter no. Okay, oh yeah, dictionary. This one is like, I don't know, cause what do they mean by used? Like, have I ever used one in my life ever? Yes. I don't use it often though, but I mean, when I was growing up in school, we did still have paper dictionaries, you know. Honestly, I used to have this little hobby when I was a kid. When I was really bored for some reason, I literally like got a dictionary and I'll just read it. Okay, I'll just open it up. I'll just read the words. And I'd see new words sometimes. And I was like, oh yeah, that's cool, you know? Sometimes open up to some random page, you know, and just like read it. I don't know how, why, what the heck? Did I not have better things to do? Better things to freaking read? But yeah, very, very strange. But yeah, I mean, even in high school, I would use a dictionary, but specifically a French dictionary, okay? Because I was taking classes in French, and it's very common, you know, you're taking a test that you have a dictionary to like look up the words, because like we're all like not French speakers, like native French speakers. So like, I mean, I guess I should tag this off, but you know, even though it was like years ago, but I was like, yeah, technically I did, there were points where I did often use a dictionary. So I mean, you have to do that. I mean, well, you're not gonna fucking use your phone to translate in the middle of a test, right? So yeah, that's is what it is. Oh, now I'm gonna look super old. Okay, VCR. No, I don't think so. VCR is one of like the chunky thing, right? The chunky disc. I think technically as a kid, like people would use it. But we never owned them. No, we never owned them. But at school, they would play VCRs sometimes. At daycare, they would play VCRs sometimes. And I think we went to like a cottage for summer vacation one time. I was like a young kid, and they had like a VCR there. And I remember they had fucking Shrek on VCR, and I formed up formative childhood memories of watching Shrek. So yeah. You think that counts? Technically, I do have like a little bit of VCR experience. Like I was a young freaking babu, but I don't really remember much of it. And again, I never owned it. It was only a little technicality. And technically, I didn't use it. Okay, guys, the adults used it. Oh wait. Oh wait, VHS and VCR are different. Oh wait. Which is which? Okay, what is VCR? Wait, VHS. Wait, is VHS the chunky tapes? So then what is VCR? I got you on VCR. I think that's a song lyric somewhere. VCR is a device VHS goes into. What? VCR is a recorder? Is VCR to record the TV? View cassette recording. So what does this mean? Okay, well, I don't think I ever operated a VCR. I did not. So it's different. And I never recorded things. Okay. It should have been more clear. I'm not crossing that out. Paper map. No, I don't think so. Waterbed. Oh my god, it's like from that one trivia thing we saw. I didn't know what it was. Okay, no, I guess. Postcard. I mean, no, not really. The merch postcards don't count. Okay, they're not really real postcards, and they're not being sent like postcards. It's just a a fancy piece of paper. So, but yeah. No, I don't think I ever have. Walkman. Nah, for sure, no. I don't even know what those look like. And phone book. This is a little interesting. Yes, really. I don't think postcards are common. No. Okay. I remember as a kid, we did have a phone book. Okay. Would I use it? Not really. But I think I did like... I think I like looked up my friends 1 or 2 times. As a young kid in the phone book. So does that count? I guess it counts. I mean, I barely remember, but I'm pretty sure it happened. What? Okay, so how are you guys getting such low scores? Look at me, I'm a youthful Zoomer, and that gives me 44 points. I saw you guys posting way lower scores. Come on. You're supposed to... Oh, wait. Oh, wait, it's my... Oh, wait, now I understand. I thought the number represented the points. I thought the number represented the points. Okay. Okay, that's why I didn't know. Because I thought, dang, a phone book is worth 20 points. That's crazy. Okay, no, I guess I just added 3 points. Yay. Yeah, I'm still young. I'm 3 years old. Mama. Yeah. I think, you know what? I'll throw in the VCR for you. Okay, sure. Maybe I used it before. Maybe it's fine. You know, okay. You know, so you can make it up for you. So not much difference. Okay. Nice. If here's a phone book, there's no way you have any encyclopedia. No, it's true. We didn't have an encyclopedia. We did have a phone book, though. Isn't that shit big? You know who did use an encyclopedia? Todd from Breaking Bad. Kept his money in there, so, well. We did not have that kind of money to keep, though. Yeah. Good night to out only because I grew up too poor to have a computer to use AOL. Oh, this one. Dang, you would have had it then? Dang, I really wonder what it was like in the era of AOL. I have no idea. I do kind of miss that old internet. I also was a little bit around in the old internet, you know, like 2010. 2010s and stuff. Yeah. If you're over 10, it's over for you, Unc. It's fine, actually. I think it's cute. All technology is cute and better, of course. As we all know, it was way better back in the day. Analog over digital. Blah. Alright. That is our little activity of the day. Done! Wow! Bum. Okay, I got something else to tell you about. Question mark. Ask you about. Boo. You boo. Where's I still love you? Oh wait. Yeah, aren't typewriters? Wait, that's really old, huh? I would consider getting a typewriter though. for ASMR. The clicky clacks. Could be Violet Evergarden. In real life. Did they really have browser games back in the day? I'm a little surprised. I used to play browser games too, but it was like all running on Flash. It must have been super slow back then. They should have put like LimeWire there. But wasn't that the old like downloading sites too? Do they still have Flash like old? That long ago? I felt like Flash was a little newer than that. Newer than AOL at least. But much newer. Cause I mean, like I said, even I was playing Flash games. Do they have Newgrounds back then? I never actually went on Newgrounds. That's for boys. They have like a freaking tank as a image, so I think there'll sometimes be Newgrounds games on other sites I use, but yeah. I know the old Flash games. And I know they're still around, still ways to play it. I did a Flash game playing stream not too long ago, actually. Ooh. Oh wait, you know they should have put here Club Penguin, guys. Club Penguin came out in 2005. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. And even earlier actually was Penguin Chat from the original creator. And actually I heard that they're gonna bring Penguin Chat back. I do not know when. Oh, I'm looking up now. There's still so many Club Penguin private servers up and stuff. Yeah, it used to be called Experimental Penguins. Oh, no, I never played Penguin Chat. I'm just very in tune with the Club Penguin history, of course. I started playing Club Penguin in like 2007, I think. Or 2006, maybe. No, I think probably 2007. Late 2006? I don't know. I didn't know. I guess it's kind of old, right? But that was way after AOL. Yeah. They can't actually bring Club Penguin back because Disney is holding on to that freaking rights. They got that shit. Firm fucking grip on it. It's pretty fucking bullshit. God. I'm very mad about that. They're literally just sitting on the Club Penguin IP. Okay, for yourself, they're not doing anything with it, but they will still get pissed at you if you do something with it. Well, actually, mostly if you're trying to make money off of it, I guess they're actually fine if most of the private servers. But yeah, there's been so many scandals of Club Penguin private servers. Some of them put like ads on their website, you know, or like stuff like that, or have other payment thingies, and those ones actually got shut down. But yeah, they don't even put like Club Penguin stuff in like their Disney parks or anything like that. Which, like, bro, they can make so much money if they made Club Penguin merch. And there's a big market for that, and kids would still like love that stuff, right? But yeah. Oh no. Yeah, I could get into the whole backstory of Club Penguin and some other time, but I feel like I've talked about it a lot before. But yeah, the original people who made Club Penguin before it got sold to Disney, they made Penguin Chat first. right? And so that still is technically legally distinct from Club Penguin. It's just a little bit similar, but yeah. And actually, the Club Penguin original makers, they've been wanting to buy back Club Penguin for a while now and like put the servers back online, but Disney are actually the ones like blocking that whole transaction. They're like, no, we don't want to. We don't want to sell this. It seems it's kind of chunky, but I guess you are allowed to do that. Just sit on your own fucking property. But yeah. Check the Club Penguin retrospective. I could probably make a pretty good Club Penguin video. I don't know. I've actually watched like all Club Penguin videos that are out there. Every time there's like a new Club Penguin video essay out, I'm on it. I see it. I watch it. Yeah, I think I love reminiscing on those days. But that means like I know, and like they're on some bullshit. All right, they're not saying correct information, or they're just regurgitating stuff everyone already knows. I don't really have anything new to say, but I don't know. Chunky, I'll just cope with probably just playing Club Penguin, just showing you some Club Penguin private servers. And what it used to be like. Yeah. Ooh, anyways, speaking of long videos and stuff, there is a certain long video that has come out recently. It's hitting the internet a little by storm, you could say. Do you know it? Have you watched it? It's about a person, a certain documentary. It's about almost 2 hours long. Maybe you live under a rock, Oji-san. I get that. It's yeah. You got it. EDP. The EDP documentary. EDP 445. The Riddler over here. Does he know? Let me do that. Let me do a bang boom sound back. Does he know? He does not know. No. Yeah. I watched it actually because I thought, you know what, why not? I was kind of keeping up with the whole EDP drama back in like 2021, I think it was. Oh my god, isn't that crazy how long ago that was? Do you even know like the original thing that like happened to him? That's not what EDP stands for. Do you know what EDP stands for actually, Penguin? It does stand for something. It has a very special meaning. Every dang penguin. Big love to them. Yes, that's definitely what it meant. Nah, it's something else. More sussy. I can't say it though. I can't say it. Honestly, actually, by the way, I had no idea who this guy was before any of the drama, but apparently there was some huge YouTuber. They had like millions of subs. So I kind of expected you to know it, Penguin. I mean, seems like he got big in like the old era of YouTube or something. But I mean, I was also kind of around in old YouTube. I don't know. This was totally weird. Like, freaking subcultures in YouTube, right? There's people with millions of subscribers you've never heard of before. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that insane? I I remember when it was like super like hard to get like 1 million subscribers, like a big deal. Or I think it's still a big deal, but you know. Even like not accounting for all these like different language channels. But yeah. So I'll just watch it like Let's Players and stuff. So yeah, I guess he never like freaking crossed my my border, my algo. Anyways, well, this guy is kind of famous because they did some really sussy shit, bad stuff, you know. Some involving minors and whatnot, and you know, so he got kind of canceled for it years ago, and now basically there's this guy who makes documentaries on YouTube about people. It's kind of the idea is like it's kind of they're about like canceled people to sort of hear like their side of the story or like what's going on with them, you know. So they made a documentary on this guy. It is absolutely insane. Like, this guy is crazy. It totally feels like there's like no remorse for his actions. He does not give a fuck. You know? And it just says the most like wild fucking shit to the point where you're like, what is this, like a fucking parody? Like it's literally some fucking like evil fucking comic book villain, right? Or some shit. Like I don't even want to say. Yeah, I think he admits to like several crimes within this documentary. What's even wilder is like he just gave everything away. He gave like all this info, like everything that happened, all these fucked up details. And they did this kind of like thing they do in documentaries where they like reenact the scenes, right? Like they're telling some story of like how something happened. And so they reenact the whole thing and he's reenacting it too. He's like participating, you know? He's like reenacting a scene of like, oh yeah, I sent my pee-pee to this girl, you know, cause she asked for it, and the fucking shot is like fucking naked and stuff, and like his phone out, and it's like, you know, and he's like, yeah, I was fucking jorking it, you know, and stuff like, yeah, that's why like it's wild. I mean, at least it's pretty entertaining, but I also think this documentary, it reveals a lot of stuff about like YouTubers, I guess. I mean, first of all, this whole documentary, it's kind of like, why does this even exist? You know what I mean? It does just kind of feel a bit opportunist and like, okay, like, why are you giving this guy a platform, you know? Like any kind of like benefit of the doubt. I mean, obviously, like we know they're like a bad person, but like he also tries to like justify a whole bunch of shit within this, right? And you know, at the end, they're kind of like shitting on him, I guess. But like, nothing really like happens because of it. There's no like resolution. He doesn't get like arrested because of this documentary. Like in this documentary, you know, it's just like, yeah, here's some more info on what happened, I guess, on some shit that happened with this guy. So yeah, it's a little bit interesting in that aspect. And like, I would say it's for the most part pretty entertaining. But there's, you know, there's also some weird shit of like, why'd you have to include this part? Like, I don't know if I should say, he is some gross shit, okay? But there's also some parts where he's like fucking saying like, these are the YouTubers I like, these are the YouTubers I don't like, and it's like, what's the point of all this, you know? Where's Chris Hansen? Actually, Chris Hansen is in this documentary. Chris Hansen is in this YouTube video. Why would he get arrested though? Okay, so if you don't know what happened, the original thing, basically, he was known to message minors on Instagram. People found this out, okay? Some guy who like fucking hated him found this out, and they forwarded this information to some predator catcher YouTubers. And that's a whole other topic, these predator catcher YouTubers. I don't think they're very good, but some people can get caught up in this idea of justice and vigilantism and whatnot, that they're like, yeah, I'll give it to these guys and have them deal with it. So, what those guys did is they tried to like set up EDP and like kind of prove whatever, that he's a PDF file, as they say, bad stuff, being bad stuff with minors, you know, that type of thing. And so they had like a dummy account. I don't know what they call it, like the baits or whatever, like the people like set up like who'd be like the target for these like online people and like get them arrested and stuff. Yeah, but they actually so basically they set up like this like decoy. I think decoy is a good thing. So this decoy was being like, hey, I'm 13 years old, ooh woo, and like texting EDP on Instagram, and he would text back, and then there's like all of these chat logs that got released, you know. It's basically like grooming her and like escalating the relationship. They were talking about fucking sex stuff, and like he was sending explicit material to her, like I talked about, fucking videos and shit, like, you know, bad stuff you're not allowed to send to young people. Okay, it's like that is honestly enough to get people arrested, but they also set up a meetup, you know, where the girl was like, Tishi, I'm like gonna be alone, you want to meet up, come to my place. And so he did. He went to kind of go to her place, but then these predator catcher YouTubers are waiting there for him. So when he showed up, they were like, boo, gotcha, we know what you were here for. You were here for this shit. And he had admitted it, I guess, whatever, on camera, that's what he was there for. Like then he left. And so that whole thing is kind of why the initial drama, that was like years and years ago. But yeah, he never got arrested for that because they like botched the whole operation. It's just kind of why is vigilantism isn't really good. It's basically nothing they did was admissible in court because they messaged EDP first. Their decoy messaged EDP first, and that kind of throws the whole thing out because then it can be considered like entrapment. You know, in official investigations and stuff, the predator always has to be messaging first. As like they are the ones initiating this, they went out of their way, you know what I mean? But yeah, like it muddies the water, so that's why he never actually got arrested. And then there was like actually a second case that happened years later. I didn't ever heard about this case actually. I heard about it because of the video, of like. He was, even after this whole incident in 2021, by the way, he was still fucking messaging minors. So he messaged just like one minor. But this minor actually like told people that this was happening. But she was talking to like YouTubers or something. And she was like, hey, this guy EDP is like messaging me. But those YouTubers actually were encouraging her to keep messaging him because, again, they wanted to set up this whole thing of like catching him. Just kind of fucked up because this was like a real, you know, minor, and kind of the responsible thing to do would be like, yeah, don't message them, you know, for like all this stuff, right? But, you know, again, they're trying to just like decoy shit, like get evidence on him. And he, again, was doing this kind of like grooming shit, whatever, sexual talk, all of this. And they were trying to like set him up again, like to go somewhere and meet up, but he was being a bit like flighty and flaky. And eventually they kind of forced it, like they found out where he would be going, like I don't know, for some fucking connections. Like they like stalked this guy IRL, basically just he was going to some appointment, completely unrelated, like medical appointment. They just jumped out or whatever to like try to get him or something, but he was just like, nah, I ain't doing this, and he just like fucking left. So that's how they failed a second time to really get anything really concrete on him. I mean, again, there's like still crimes and shit, right? But I guess like there isn't as like fucking concrete shit, and like all these messy investigations, like it muddies the water and maybe makes people take it not so seriously. I don't know. So yeah. Yeah, this is why honestly, like from what I have seen, a lot of these predator catcher YouTube channels, I mean, they do this stuff, right? Sure, they actually do succeed in putting some people in jail, but for the most part, they're kind of thinking more about like views and shit and getting clicks and like catchy, flashy, shock value, like thumbnails and titles, you know what I mean? Than like actual like fucking justice, you know, like I don't know, maybe you should become a fucking police officer or something, like if this is what you're passionate about, right? Because they do mess up sometimes. And like honestly, I guess like these vibes of like they just like, you know, harassing people. You know what I mean? Like sometimes like in some of these videos I see like they don't have to like talk like they do, you know what I mean? Be a bit like you know, confrontational and like aggressive and like egging the person on, you know, like all this kind of stuff. And like I saw this good comment that was like, these predator catcher channels, they're basically like what prank channels on YouTube used to be. I think some of them are even like ex-prank channels, you know, these people who just like to cause like a nuisance or whatever and like disturb people in public and like be annoying. But now as a predator catcher, they have like full like what's the word, plausible deniability, because oh, how are you gonna get mad over me? No one's gonna defend the guy I'm, you know, harassing or whatever. No one's gonna defend this guy because look, they're a predator, you know, like all this stuff. So yeah, it's silly, like it's like a weird like morally gray area, because I also again kind of understand that like sure, a lot of the times the police don't do anything. The police are pretty slow. The police can be bad too, and they're sloppy. Yeah, exactly, that too. Yeah, it's kind of virtue signaling as well. You know, dang, maybe we gotta cancel Batman. You know, what are you doing, Batman? Freaking vigilante. You can't fucking take in these criminals on your own. Leave it to the police, Jim Gordon. I guess that's a bit more of a black and white case, but I don't know. In the real world, these guys definitely aren't Batman. You know, like imagine if Batman fucking showed up with a camera to every villain fight and was like, oh, "Hey, Joker, got anything to say for yourself?" You know, all this kind of stuff, and then he posted it on YouTube. Yeah. I mean, honestly, you don't have to even like make these YouTube videos, right? You could just do it like silently. But I don't know, they do make for good content, so gotta get that ad revenue. But yeah, honestly, even Chris Hansen, like, okay, in this documentary, Chris Hansen is actually like shit talking all these YouTubers because he's saying, well, almost the same thing I'm saying, of like they're, you know, they're like opportunists. They're doing it for the views, for the clicks. This stuff doesn't actually help. But like, I mean, Chris Hansen was also doing it for views, right? You know, back in the day, it was just TV views, right? But you know, you can't just say that like they didn't care about the TV ratings and all of that, right? They had their own controversies about going far and like messing up at least one investigation, the one that kind of entered the show. But yeah, I mean, you could say it's maybe better because they were like directly working with the police and they had a bigger budget and it's a bit more like elegant perhaps, and you know, all that stuff. But it's just, you know, it's just slightly different, but it you know, it just feels a bit fucking grand for him to shit talk these people like that when he's doing the same thing. And he's even like nowadays, since he doesn't have a TV network anymore, he's doing it on his own as well. Like, I think he recently fucking put out some like catching a Roblox predator fucking video or whatever, like, and shit. And he filmed on his own, and you know, obviously he wants the views as well, because like, why the fuck are you coming back to this? You should just retire already, you know. But it's like he still wants to do that same fucking thing, that same image he had of like to catch a predator, Chris Hansen, you know, all of that. Like he's trying to play into this meme, you know. I don't know. It's a little cringe. Yeah. Anyways. Thank you for chatting with me. Boo boo boo. Take any Robux for it. I'll probably the opposite. Roblox hates if you look into things and actually try to improve their platform. I guess that's the one thing. I guess they're kind of fighting a corporation in that aspect. The police definitely aren't going to help with that, and Roblox does not care at all. So I'd have a bit more respect for the Roblox predator catchers and stuff, you know, because ultimately the goal in that is to get Roblox as the platform to change and do something, and you know, all that stuff. And sort of like if you make a stink about these Roblox predators stories, and if that gets news attention, Roblox stock is going to go down. Like they might actually have incentive to change Roblox and make it better and all of that, and clean up their reputation. But I don't really think anything is being done in that respect. Still. Yeah. It is getting a little late and I do have some work to do today, so this was just meant to be a bit of a short stream. But I do appreciate you coming out. I hope you enjoyed that. This little campside chat. I'll think about what we'll do on Saturday instead. Reminder, tomorrow is the new ASMR video, collab with me Khan, and tomorrow night we're gonna watch a movie as well. Yeah. And then Sunday for sure is gonna be a little gaming stream. And Saturday, I don't know, but probably something. But yeah. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your night. Be sure to rest up. You know, the week is still not over. I mean, we're close. So just hold on a little more, okay? I'm just seeing who I'm gonna write today. Oh, actually, I do have the goodbyes to do. Okay. Sorry, I kind of have the piece. So I'm trying to get through this fast so I can just go after this. Okay. Attention, time to greet your princess commander. Wave me off. Hello Landriel, hello Rakumi, hello Ritsuko, hello Blake, hello VG, hello Alberto, hello Alpha, hello Blee, hello Declare, hello Barrick, hello Bud, hello Melty, hello Lacus, hello Brad Grizz, hello Anta, hello Palm, hello Yuririn, hello Sonic, hello AJ, hello Crit, hello Jay, hello Aki, hello Clowner, hello Keki, hello Just the Person, hello Vic, hello Juker, hello Sunflower, hello NP, hello Doku City, hello Sky, hello Alfred, hello Spectre, hello Chigun, hello Shrekington, hello Lava Cactus, hello Paladin, hello Kantutan, hello Alexander, hello Ati, hello Pavo, hello Toffee, hello Rasmi, hello Ross, hello Mr. 6P, hello Spoop, hello MPM, hello Matthew, hello Alimba, hello Brigade, hello Yo Sorrow, hello Mongolian, hello Stove God, hello Raytier, hello Skeleton Mage, hello Ricardo, hello Goat, hello Vincanfro, hello Effie Bay, hello Kuma, hello Claymore, hello Sarah Morty, hello Shmuggy, hello T. Yes, sorry. Hello Jacook, hello Capital, hello Newturn, hello Captain Jack, hello Dexter, hello Sphere, hello Zillion, hello Lickers, hello Butters. Thank you so much for hanging out today. I really appreciate it. Hope you better have liked it too, you know. I took extra time out of my day to sit and chat with you. How about read I'm just gonna see if they have YouTube channel. No, I don't think they do. Okay. That's fine. I think you should read, Pammy. She's nice and sweet and cool. And I was in her Minecraft thing. Okay, so before I go, here is my Discord. Here are my socials. Here is my website. I take game and movie reviews and all that stuff. I have merch as well, and I have a Patreon, so check all that out for more epic, cool, fun time stuff. Okay. Hi! Ooh, look at this super high quality, super fancy, colorful. Wow, wow, the lines. Ooh, so elegant. Bye! Love you, big bro. Have a good day. Bye. Bye.